In this video, I'll be showing you guys the best possible money methods from the event. If you guys have seen the event week, we have got some really nice things to do, and hopefully at the end of this video, you guys should be able to make millions right now in GTA. Just remember, this event will be lasting until May 21st, so you still have a pretty limited amount of time, but still just enough to make millions of dollars. So yeah, make sure to leave a like on this video, subscribe if you are new, and let's get into it. First up, we have the weekly challenge. This one is really easy. You will have to complete 3 FIB file finales, and it will get you that $100,000 reward. There is a downside to doing this one, and that will be earning the garment factory, which will cost $2.3 million. Luckily enough, if you guys do not have this yet, there is a really nice 30% discount. And to speak on the FIB files, these things are really good, especially in this event, which we will get onto just a little bit later. You'll see there in the gameplay, I got the $100,000, just really easy, super straightforward, and you are also making that money from the files themselves. And now speaking of these finales, we do have the FIB file finales, and all of these things will be paying double money and RP all week. So this means not only can you make that weekly challenge reward, you can also get upwards of $300,000 per file, and even an additional $50,000 for the bonus challenges. So using these FIB files this entire week will be an absolute joke. It can easily make you guys millions of dollars, and the challenges in these missions to make that bonus $50,000 is not too hard to do either. You will see on screen that I do have these bonus challenges. Obviously, the game will not show you what these challenges are when you are playing through these things, so hopefully you guys can pause the video, play one of these files and complete these. It is always worth doing for that $50,000 extra. And by far the best part about these FIB files is that they can be done completely solo, which I think is probably one of the best features of these things. You don't have to rely on really bad teammates or anything, but of course, if you did want to play with just a friend, that is something that you can also do. However, the friend will probably not get the bonus money, so that might be something to consider. And with that garment factory, with that 30% off, this is a great time to pick one up and play through these things. And just before we move on, these files do take roughly around 20 minutes. The only FIB file that really takes longer will be the brute force file, especially if you guys are trying to do the challenges. It is just a little bit more time consuming, but still definitely worth your time. For this next money method, we are staying on theme of the Daniel Bros garment factory, specifically focusing on the passive income safe. Now, I'm not going to waste too much time on this one because the passive income safe, even with some bonus money, is still not that good. But if you guys do have a GTA Plus membership, you can have a 4 times bonus instead of the standard 2 times bonus, obviously making you guys a lot more cash. I mentioned this in the event week video going through these different money methods, but I do actually think that the passive income safe should be permanently doubled. It is by far probably the worst passive income safe in GTA Online, but compared to other safes, it is actually a really good passive one. If you guys think about the nightclub safe, it is technically a semi-passive income method because you guys need to do some of them popularity missions, whereas this safe is completely passive. You don't have to do anything to increase it. It will just make you guys money in the background, and that is probably why Rockstar made the payout kind of bad. Overall, it's not the worst thing. It will not make you guys cash very fast, but still a pretty nice addition if you guys purchase the garment factory. Next up, we now have the drift races with some double money and RP. These things are extremely fun even if you do play them solo. I really do like the drift tuning kit, which also has a discount in this event, but just bear in mind you do not have to have a drift tuning vehicle. You can just select any one of these default ones and still play these things. You will see in the gameplay I completed this drift race in about 3 to 4 minutes and still got a pretty nice payout for the time and doing it solo. Playing these things with friends will be really nice, and that is something that I would highly recommend. Even just playing with random players, I'm sure that you guys will have a blast. And if you guys do not have a drift tuning vehicle, I would genuinely invest in one in GTA Online. You can have a ton of fun just driving that thing around in online sessions. My favorite one so far will probably be the Jester RR. Not only does that vehicle look incredible, even without the drift tuning upgrade, it handles so nice. Definitely one of my favorites. Moving on again, we now have the double money and RP bonus on one of the adversary modes. This week in GTA Online, we have the double money and RP on the hunting pack remix, which will be a returning mode. So pretty similar to drift races, I would suggest playing this with friends or random players. Typically adversary modes do pay out pretty nice, but if you guys are more solo orientated like myself, you'll probably not even want to do this. I know for me at least, I will be playing the FIB files, but this is still a really nice option. You can have a really nice time and make some good cash along the way, and you can obviously find them in the Rockstar created tab in adversary modes. And now back over to the FIB files, we do have the new priority file, and like all of these standard files, this one is also doubled so you guys are looking at a massive $600,000 for completing this. And this week's FIB Priority File is a really nice one. It is probably my favorite file. It is the Fine Arts file. The challenges for this one, the overall time it takes to complete it, and of course the payout, with it being the priority file, just make this one an absolutely crazy thing to do. But just bear in mind, the priority files can only be done one time per week. So think of this as more of like a time trial, for example, just a one and done. But for this type of payout, it is 100% worth your time. You'll see in the gameplay, I completed all of the bonus challenges and overall made over $650,000. And it took me about 20 minutes to complete it. If you guys have just purchased the garment factory, this will be something that you want to do to try and make that money back as fast as possible. If you've got a salvage yard, you're also in for some really nice money this week. You can complete the podium robbery for the Pifter Comet Cabrio, getting you almost $400,000 if you sell it. We then have a standard tier vehicle, which is the Urbe Omnis, making a little over $300,000, and a low tier vehicle getting you $263,000. And very similar to the priority file and time trials, all of the salvage yard robberies are a weekly thing. So once you complete one of them and sell the vehicle or keep it, and by keeping it I mean just leaving it in the salvage yard, because none of these vehicles are claimable, you will have to wait the entire week to do them again. But still really worthwhile because you can make upwards of $1 million. And now wrapping up this video, we now have our time trials. These things are really quick cash, pretty low effort as well. For the standard time trial, we have Fort Zancudo, and then for the HSW time trial, we have Pacific Bluffs to Mount Gordon. The standard time trial will get you around $100,000 if completed, and then a huge $250,000 roughly for the other time trial. In terms of the vehicles to use, I really do like using the Hakachu Drag or the Niobe, and then in terms of the standard time trial, I would probably suggest using either a bike or a fast enough car with some good traction. It also depends on the time trials themselves. In some of them, you will have to take some shortcuts off-road, and some vehicles just cannot handle off-road, and you will be skidding out a lot. To make these things a little bit easier, I prefer to start the time trials, set a waypoint to the finish, cancel the time trial, and start it again. This works pretty well for most time trials. I think there is only like one or two of them where this method really does not work too well, but for the ones this week, this should work pretty nicely. So yeah, that's the rundown of all of the best money making methods this week from May 15th all the way to May 21st, with May 22nd being the new event. From that $100,000 bonus on the FIB files, the FIB files having the double money, even drift races and salvage yard heists, you guys can make a ton of cash this week. If I was going to suggest anything, I would definitely recommend the garment factory, especially with that discount. You can then play the FIB files, make a ton of cash, and that will definitely be worth your time. What is your personal favorite money method from this entire event? Make sure that you guys leave a comment below, and if this video helped you out in any way, shape or form, leave a like. I always appreciate your support, and if you are new to the channel and like what you see, subscribe and hit that bell icon to never miss a video. Finally guys, stay safe, thanks for watching, and I will catch you in the next one.